Canada to be invited, you know, the first country out of France to be invited to cook at this event is yeah, it's really, really probably one of the coolest coups that have ever happened.
Good day, my name's Andrew Springett. I've been a chef instructor here for about 12 years. I moved from Tofino, lived in Tofino for about 8 years, was a chef at the Wicken and Shin, as well as opened a Black Rock property. As far as the goals of SAIT from bringing in students through, I think we always bring our own experience into it. And what does that mean? Just because I have a certain level of experience doesn't mean that I try to teach every student to be that in the industry. And that can be, you know, I've been fortunate and worked in some wonderful establishments.
I'm Simon Dunn. I'm a chef instructor in the apprenticeship program here at SAIT, and I've been teaching the apprenticeship for about the last 12 years. I teach all 3 years. I teach first, second and third year, and in a variety of different disciplines: cold foods, hot foods, butchery, and also some management skills as well. It's incredibly exciting that SAIT has been asked to participate in this, and what an amazing thing for a young cook to be able to be involved in.
My name is Manuel Panfili. I am a chef instructor at SAIT. I started just last year in January. Actually, today it's my anniversary, I want to say. And came from Italy. It's 10 years I am in Calgary now. And then after 28 years in this industry, I decided to share my knowledge and my, I want to say, experience around the world with the students, with the new generation of chefs like Erik.
Another aspect of SAIT as far as passing on skills is what I like about it is tradition. I'm an old-fashioned individual where I like the idea of that you're passing on something that you've learned onto the next individual that you hope in the long term that they're still in the industry because there's a high dropout rate for sure, that then that knowledge is also passed on to the next person coming in to the kitchen. Touching base about Chef Erik, I think he's in an, I'll say, interesting position. That being said, I think obviously he's been around the industry for a little while. I met him early on working at Stampede, so we worked in the same kitchen. He was very young, 14, 15 at the time. And so he's been driven coming through the door as far as looking to compete, looking for Alberta skills to be on the SAIT team.
So finally, Rougié, after 14 years, decided to go international with the school. There is 8 spots available, and then one it's open for a school other than France, and that's where we got invited. I coached Erik before as they did some competition a couple months ago in Toronto. It's Taste of Canada, and then yeah, we spent a little time. It was a little bit different than this. It's a little different concept. It was just a plate with protein, sauce, starch, veggie, a little more Canadian dishes.
I was lucky enough in that this is the floor that I teach on, and my colleague at the time was his coach for skills. I knew Erik based on who he was. The first competition that they did was a selection process to get into skills, and his plate was considerably better than a lot of his peers. And I could see the talent and the experience and probably the exposure that, you know, he's been blessed to live with his entire life.
My name's Erik Hansen. I'm a second-year student at SAIT for Culinary Arts. Originally, I didn't really know what I wanted to do after high school, so my parents sent me away for a year to go work. So I looked around. My brother went to Jasper, and he was a server there at the Fairmont. I wanted to do the same, just maybe not at Jasper, so I went to Whistler as a cook at Portobello, which is one of the restaurants in Fairmont. Cooked there for a year, loved every moment of it, and after that I decided that I wanted to go to culinary school. Slowly over time, the creative process and the technical process really got to me. And yeah, I fell in love with it right after first semester of my first year. Today we did a mock run of our cold and hot day as the performance in France will be. 2.5 hours for the cold terrain and an hour for the hot mystery ingredient. So 8 judges, 8 plates is what we practice for. And yeah, basically this has probably been we've done more than a dozen full test runs of the completed product. And this is just another one, but with more people to ensure that I can handle a little bit more pressure. As of now, between France, we're just doing one more cold run, Manuel and I alone, to finish the final preparations. I just am happy to be here. Obviously it'd be great to win, but that seems like crazy thing to happen. So I'm just honestly so happy to be doing this in the first place. Yeah, in general, I'm not really much of an outgoing guy. I've always been shy for a lot of my life. Working with food just makes me feel like I have a connection to sort of media, that I can make that into an art. So it's super nice to be able to find that in an early age, of course. Being super dialed and focused on a certain thing at one point is the best, for sure.
The experience, the connection we will make there in France, it's already be part of this competition. Again, it's already an honor, and look good for the school, look good for the country, because we will represent Canada. It's the only 2 from Canada go to France to compete in this type of competition. Again, it's like the Bocuse d'Or for the school. That's why Rougié. And yeah, so it's all goal. It's the all expectation is very high. Yes, that's for sure.